What if a young girl born into adversity could ignite a revolution for women's rights? Let's take a journey to a small village nestled amongst rolling hills, a place that is home to a young girl named Maya. Her childhood was not one of play and laughter, but rather a tale of survival, marked by abuse and mistreatment from her own family. In this world, Maya felt trapped, powerless, and silenced. Maya's village was a place where traditions held strong, traditions that kept women in the shadows, stifled their voices, and stole their dreams. Early marriages, denied education, and a life of servitude were the norms for countless girls like Maya. But as she grew older, a spark of awareness ignited in her heart. She began to question these norms, to challenge the status quo that had oppressed women for generations. And so, a spark of rebellion was kindled in Maya. In the face of adversity, Maya chose to stand up, not stand by. This brave young girl who once felt trapped and powerless decided to transform her pain into a force of change. Maya, the victim, was no more. Instead, she became Maya, the advocate, the voice for the voiceless, the beacon of hope in her small village. She could no longer stand by and watch as her fellow girls were stripped of their innocence and dreams. She decided to use her own story, her own experiences as a weapon against the injustice and abuse that she and many others had endured. Maya understood the power of her voice, the power of her story, and she resolved to wield it against the oppressive norms and traditions that kept her village's women subjugated. Her journey wasn't easy. She faced resistance, ridicule, and even threats. But Maya was not deterred. She reached out to local women's rights organizations, seeking their support and guidance. She knew she couldn't fight this battle alone, and she wasn't afraid to ask for help. These organizations provided her with the resources and training she needed to make a real difference in her community. With their support, Maya began to speak out. She shared her experiences, the abuse she had suffered, and the impact it had on her life. She talked about the dreams she had once had, dreams that were stolen from her because she was a girl. Her words were raw and powerful, resonating with the women in her village. Maya's voice began to be heard. Her story, once a tale of despair, started to inspire others. Women who had long been silent began to come forward with their own stories. They saw in Maya a reflection of their own struggles, and they found the courage to speak out. Maya's story was no longer a tale of despair, but one of courage and resilience. She rose from the ashes of her past, using her pain as a stepping stone to fight for the rights of women in her community. And in doing so, she gave others the courage to rise with her. Maya's voice began to echo, inspiring others to break their silence. As she bravely shared her story, her words touched the hearts of many in her community. Her fight for women's rights wasn't merely a personal battle, it was a clarion call for change. Maya's courage and resilience struck a chord with other women who had been suffering in silence. Her story served as a powerful tool, illuminating the harsh realities of the abuse and injustice they had been enduring. It spurred them to action, encouraging them to speak up, to share their own harrowing experiences. Maya's fight became their fight. It was as if a veil had been lifted, revealing the strength they held within themselves. They found solace in Maya's journey, and it empowered them to challenge the norms that had oppressed them for so long. They began to question, to resist, to fight back. In Maya, other women found the strength to share their stories and join the fight for their rights. Maya's fight was not just for herself, but for every woman who had ever felt oppressed. Her resilience rippled through her community, sparking a transformation that was nothing short of revolutionary. She challenged the norms, broke the chains of tradition, and in the process, reshaped the future of her village. Her words echoed in every home, inspiring women to dream, to aspire, and to fight for their rights. Her story became a beacon of hope, a symbol of courage, a testament to the indomitable spirit of women. It was an affirmation that no matter how bleak the situation, no woman is alone in her struggle. And with each passing day, Maya's legacy continues to inspire. It echoes in the laughter of every girl who now goes to school, in the confidence of every woman who now stands up for herself. Maya's story is a testament to the power of resilience, a beacon of hope that reminds us, change is possible when one dares to fight for it.